Hello and welcome to video on cryptocurrency nodes, understanding network roles and security. Now, we're taking a deep dive into the backbone of the blockchain, the nodes. Whether you're a curious newcomer or a seasoned crypto enthusiast, understanding nodes is key to grasping how cryptocurrencies work in a decentralized ecosystem. For instance, if you run a Bitcoin full node on your personal computer, you're directly participating in verifying transactions and ensuring the network's integrity. Let's begin by asking, what exactly is a node? In the simplest terms, a node is any device, be it a computer, a server, or even a specialized hardware unit that participates in the maintenance and operation of the blockchain network. Think of nodes like individual network servers, each carrying out important duties that keep the blockchain running safely and efficiently. When you use a mobile wallet like Electrum or Mycelium, you're benefiting from what is known as a light node that doesn't store the entire blockchain but still performs essential verification tasks. There are several types of nodes you might encounter in a cryptocurrency network. Full nodes, for example, store the entire history of the blockchain and independently verify every transaction. Running a full node is like hosting your own comprehensive ledger. You have a complete copy of every transaction ever made. Many Bitcoin enthusiasts run Bitcoin Core as a full node to ensure they independently verify all transactions. Then you have light nodes, which download only part of the blockchain and rely on full nodes for the rest of the data. This is similar to how many mobile wallet applications work. They provide a lightweight experience so you don't have to store gigabytes of data on your phone. Mining nodes play another critical role. They validate new transactions by solving complex algorithms, securing the network, and generating new coins in the process. Think of mining nodes as the heavy lifters of the blockchain. For instance, mining rigs like those built with Antminer hardware are constantly solving intricate mathematical puzzles. In doing so, they add new blocks to the blockchain and are rewarded with freshly minted coins, a process that underpins the security and expansion of the network. At its core, a cryptocurrency network is a highly cooperated ecosystem where thousands, sometimes millions, of nodes work in parallel. Each node communicates with the others, continuously sharing data about transactions and block confirmations. This interconnected web means that no single computer or group of computers governs the blockchain. Instead, power is distributed evenly, making the network resilient to attacks and failures. Imagine a global relay race in which every runner passes the baton seamlessly. If one runner stumbles, others are in place to keep the race moving. A key concept here is decentralization. Thanks to the diverse network of nodes, cryptocurrency users don't have to depend on any central authority like a bank or government to manage their transactions. Instead of a bank checking your balance or authorizing a transfer, a decentralized network of nodes verifies each transaction. This not only promotes freedom and privacy but also enhances overall security. Of course, maintaining consistent security across a vast, distributed network poses its own set of challenges. Security is one of the most critical aspects of any blockchain network, and nodes play a pivotal role. When a transaction is broadcast, nodes work together to check and verify that it meets the network's rigorous rules. This includes ensuring that the sender has sufficient funds, validating digital signatures, and confirming that no double spending occurs. Imagine you send cryptocurrency to a friend. The transaction is relayed to nodes all over the globe, each independently confirming that the details are correct. Altering or tampering with the transaction would require an attacker to simultaneously change the records on thousands of nodes, a nearly impossible task without controlling the majority of the network's power. Blockchain security is further enhanced by consensus algorithms. Most cryptocurrencies use consensus protocols like proof of work or proof of stake to validate new blocks. Every node in the network plays a part. In proof of work systems like Bitcoin, nodes or miners compete to solve complex mathematical puzzles. This competitive process means that creating a fraudulent block would require an enormous amount of computational resources and energy. By contrast, proof of stake systems now used by networks such as Ethereum require validators to put their own funds at risk, making any attempt at fraud financially perilous. With proof of stake, if a validator acts dishonestly, they risk losing their staked coins, which acts as a strong incentive to behave correctly. While these protocols provide robust security, nodes themselves must be maintained securely to avoid vulnerabilities. Running outdated software or weak security measures on your node is like leaving your front door unlocked. Node operators are encouraged to use regular software updates, strict access protocols, and robust encryption to protect against hacking attempts. A few key threats that nodes face include distributed denial of service DDoS attacks and network partitioning. In a DDoS attack, malicious actors flood a node or set of nodes with excessive traffic similar to overwhelming a busy highway with too many vehicles, causing gridlock. For example, if a DDoS attack were launched against a blockchain network like Ethereum, the surge in traffic could temporarily slow down transaction processing, though the network's decentralization typically prevents a complete shutdown. Network partitioning, where groups of nodes become isolated from one another, further highlights the importance of distributed architectures. With countless nodes spread across the globe, the network can easily recover from localized disruptions. Let's also discuss the concept of forks, another aspect where node security and network roles come into play. Forks occur when there is a divergence in the blockchain, often due to upgrades or differences in consensus over protocol changes. The well-known split between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash originated from differing opinions on how to scale the network. In a fork, nodes might run different versions of the software, leading to two separate chains. Planned forks, such as those for software upgrades, are typically organized and beneficial. Unplanned forks, often due to inconsistent data or malicious behavior, can introduce vulnerabilities. In these cases, nodes must quickly converge on the correct version of the chain, demonstrating the resiliency and self-correcting nature of decentralized consensus. Now that we've delved into what nodes are and why they are essential, let's focus on how different network roles contribute to security in the cryptocurrency world. First, full nodes serve as independent validators. They check every transaction themselves, without relying on external data, making them one of the strongest defenses against fraud. Picture thousands of Bitcoin Core full nodes independently verifying every transaction. This widespread vigilance makes it virtually impossible for any illegitimate transaction to slip through unnoticed. Next, light nodes provide both accessibility and efficiency. They are crucial for users who might not have the resources or desire to run a full node. Many mobile wallets, for example, operate as light nodes, ensuring rapid access to blockchain data while receiving verification support from full nodes. This balance between performance and security allows everyday users to participate actively in the network without needing significant computational resources. Mining nodes, as touched on earlier, are the powerhouses of transaction validation. In networks using proof of work, these nodes solve difficult puzzles, thereby adding new blocks and earning rewards for doing so. Even in proof of stake systems, validators essentially perform the same function. Consider large mining pools like Slush Pool, where miners collectively contribute to block validation. Their combined efforts ensure that the network remains both robust and secure. Another important component is the role that incentive mechanisms play in maintaining network security. Many cryptocurrency networks reward node operators, miners, and validators with tokens or coins for their work. These rewards align the interests of the participants with the health of the network. For instance, when a Bitcoin miner successfully adds a new block, they receive a block reward, a financial incentive that helps cover the cost of advanced hardware, electricity, and maintenance, while also motivating them to behave honestly. By rewarding correct behavior and penalizing missteps through built-in protocol rules, blockchain networks ensure that every node is motivated to act in the network's best interest. This trust but verify model has been critical in deterring attacks or fraudulent manipulation, thereby strengthening overall security. In closing, it becomes clear that cryptocurrency nodes are much more than just silent participants in a network. They serve as the guardians of trust, security, and decentralization. Each node, whether it is a full node, a light node, or a mining node, plays a critical role in maintaining the integrity of the blockchain. Their collective efforts ensure that digital currencies remain secure, transparent, and resistant to the influences of centralized entities. As we continue to explore the evolving landscape of cryptocurrency, remember that understanding these core components lays the foundation for more advanced topics like scalability, governance, and regulatory impacts. The interplay between technology and economics and blockchain is a continuously shifting frontier, and the resilience of the network depends heavily on secure and well-managed nodes.